The news flashed around the world, electrifying billions. The announcement was met with a mix of disbelief and hope, as people from all corners of the globe tuned in to witness history in the making. North and South Korea, divided for over 70 years, were finally reunifying. The scars of the Korean War, the heavily fortified DMZ, and decades of political tension seemed to fade away in the light of this monumental event. People celebrated in the streets of Seoul and Pyongyang, tears of joy replacing decades of sorrow. Families long separated by the border were finally able to embrace, and the air was filled with a sense of newfound unity and hope. The impossible dream had become reality. Fireworks lit up the night sky, parades filled the streets, and the world watched as a nation once divided began to heal. But amidst the euphoria, questions arose. How would the two Koreas, with their vastly different political systems, economies, and cultures, navigate the path to becoming one unified nation? Could these two vastly different societies truly become one? The bustling high-tech cities of the South contrasted sharply with the more rural, isolated North. Cultural differences, economic disparities, and political ideologies posed significant challenges. The challenges were daunting, a steep path towards an uncertain future. Leaders from both sides would need to work together, addressing economic integration, social cohesion, and political reconciliation. The journey ahead was fraught with obstacles, but the dream of a unified Korea was now within reach. One of the most immediate hurdles facing a unified Korea would be its stark economic disparity. The contrast between the two Koreas is striking and presents a significant challenge that cannot be overlooked. The South, a global economic powerhouse, boasts a high standard of living. Its cities are filled with modern skyscrapers, bustling streets, and a thriving tech industry that competes on the world stage. South Korea's economy is one of the most advanced and dynamic in the world, driven by innovation and a highly skilled workforce. In contrast, the North has long struggled with poverty and underdevelopment. Many areas lack basic infrastructure, and the economy is heavily reliant on outdated industries. The rural villages and factories in North Korea paint a stark picture of the economic challenges that lie ahead. The disparity in living standards and economic opportunities is vast. Bridging this gap would require massive investment and economic restructuring. It would involve not only financial resources, but also a comprehensive plan to modernize the North's infrastructure, improve education, and create job opportunities. Economic conferences and collaborative efforts would be essential to develop a sustainable strategy for growth and development. Germany's own reunification offers a cautionary tale. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a momentous occasion, but the economic integration of East and West Germany was fraught with difficulties. The process required significant financial investment and faced numerous obstacles. The process, while ultimately successful, was long and costly, with lingering economic imbalances. The financial costs were substantial, and even years later, economic disparities between the former East and West Germany persisted. This historical example underscores the complexity and scale of the task that a unified Korea would face in bridging its own economic divide. Decades of separation have created distinct cultural identities in the two Koreas. The Korean peninsula, once a unified nation, now stands divided by stark contrasts in lifestyle, governance, and societal norms. The South, influenced by Western culture, embraces democracy and individual expression. South Korea has become a global hub for technology, fashion, and entertainment, with its youth leading the charge in cultural exports like K-pop and Korean dramas. The North, under its long-standing regime, adheres to a more collectivist ideology with strict social controls. Life in North Korea is characterized by a strong emphasis on loyalty to the state, with citizens participating in state-organized events and military parades that showcase their unity and discipline. Integrating these two societies, with their different values and ways of life, would be a delicate and complex process. Diplomatic efforts and cultural exchanges are crucial in bridging the gap, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Building trust and understanding between people separated for so long would be paramount. Reunions of families at the DMZ and community-building activities are steps towards healing the divide. These efforts highlight the shared history and common humanity that can pave the way for a more unified future. Unification would necessitate the creation of a new national identity encompassing both North and South. This would require reconciling different historical narratives and national memories. For many, particularly in the North, adjusting to this new reality could be difficult. The process of building a shared future while respecting the past would be a long and gradual one. Education and open dialogue would be essential tools in fostering unity. The question of political leadership and power sharing would be central to a unified Korea. The South, with its democratic traditions, would likely advocate for a representative government. The North's authoritarian system would pose a challenge to this transition. Finding a compromise that ensures stability, protects human rights, and satisfies both sides would be crucial. International cooperation and support could play a vital role in this process. A unified Korea would have significant geopolitical ramifications. The Korean Peninsula, long a focal point of tension, could emerge as a new force for stability in the region. However, the unification process would need to be carefully managed to avoid alarming neighboring powers like China and Japan. Maintaining strong alliances with the United States while building new partnerships would be essential. The road to a unified Korea would undoubtedly be long and arduous. Economic disparities, cultural differences, political complexities, and geopolitical concerns would all need to be addressed. However, despite these challenges, the potential benefits are immense. A unified Korea could usher in an era of peace and prosperity on the peninsula. It would end the division of families, unleash the economic potential of the North, and create a new regional power committed to cooperation and development. While uncertainties remain, the hope for a brighter future, with Koreans united at last, would make the journey worthwhile.